Model railroading is one of America's favorite pastimes. From the train around the tree at Christmas time to just having a layout in general, it's one of America's favorite hobbies to do. Now, I myself have my own layout that I'm sure most of you have seen, but I've never taken the time to thoroughly go through each and every engine and how I got it. So let's begin. So this here is my Bachmann 280. It's the oldest that I have in the collection. Well, oldest as in first. I think it's one of the newest, actually, in terms of build date. But this thing apparently is former Bachmann Spectrum line, which means it's built like a tank. And it certainly has showed that. It's taken 2 falls from tables. One was pretty high onto a carpeted floor, broke the running gear. We sent that back to Bachmann because it was the first 90 days. So we got that fixed. Then it came back, ran good for a while, fell off the table onto a concrete floor from a similar height. Didn't really break anything in it. So it kept running, except I forgot to put the drawbar on between the tender and the engine. So it very, very slowly ripped out the wires, and we just haven't gotten it fixed from there. Quite unfortunate for it, but I mean, we'll get it fixed one day. Over here is our Canadian Pacific GP9. And this engine was bought as a replacement for when the 280 was getting replaced during the first fall. It ran good. It still runs decently. It's just, I don't know. It might be how the connectors are set up. It might be because my track is shit. I don't know. Either way, still runs good, so good enough. Up next is an F7 that my uncle gave to me as he was moving away. He apparently had this and a boxcar with this and a boxcar with it, so I have that still. It doesn't run very well. It doesn't run very well. Though it does run. You just have to do some like special things with it. Like you gotta knock it around and stuff. It's weird. Up next are 2 Santa Fe RS3s that I bought. I actually forget where I bought them, but I do remember buying them at somewhere. One did have couplers that were very, very crudely glued on, basically. And I tried to get inside to see what kind of motor they had. So, quite unfortunate for that one. For this one, though, dummy unit. Still got the couplers. The only problem with them, and this is also a problem with the F7, is that they have the horn and hook couplers, as you can see here. And they're not like the normal knuckle couplers that everything else uses. So that's just a little bit of a problem, but not that big. Up next is one of my favorites. It's an Alco FA, painted for one of my favorite railroads of all time, Erie, Lackawanna. Has no sound. It does have light up front. And it's actually a really good runner. It'll run on nearly everything. It's kind of the workhorse right now, because, you know, runs good. It'll pull anything. It's really a good model. I forgot where I bought this, but again, like the RS3s, I remember buying it somewhere. And now for one of my absolutely most fucking despised engines of all time. One of the Bachmann 060s. It came with a starter pack, and I absolutely hate this thing. It doesn't pull for shit. It doesn't pull for shit. The front coupler is molded, which means it basically can't couple to anything up front, like a normal switcher would be able to. The tender constantly comes undone on a hill. It's just so stupid. I hate it. I absolutely despise this thing. I want it gone. But it's still mine. I'm not selling it. I just don't like it. Up next is a badly beaten up Docksider. I forgot what I did originally, but it was like it just ran so badly that I just picked it apart for parts. And this is where we're at with it now. It's down on its hands and knees, basically. It is not in any good condition at all. If I were to sell it, it'd be like for $1. Up next is probably one of my favorite engines of all time. A Lackawanna painted E8. It's got working doors in the cab up here, though I did accidentally break that once, but I got it fixed. Working doors over here and a working rear door. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can't see it from there. Oh well. I also like that some of the things are detachable here, which is kind of cool. I believe it should be. Yeah, it is. It's a Proto 2000, if I remember correctly. It was a good runner, but now that the layout is kind of mobile, it's not as good of a runner, but it's still pretty good. Up next are two Erie builds, for some reason painted in Santa Fe. I don't know where oh yeah, I do. I bought them at the not the First Frost show, because that's Allentown. I bought it at a local show. But these two from the Hudson Mile Railroad Club, who I've bought from before, and let's just say the cars that I bought were not very satisfactory, to say the least. To save them a few inconsiderate words, so to speak. So one does still have the motor in it. It's just that it's not in the best condition, to say the least. It has a few screws loose, to say the least. The second one here is a dummy. I took the motor out. It does have the couplers, though, so not all is lost on it. Now, the second one, this guy here, he runs like a beauty. See, this guy right here? I bought him as a replacement. And also because it was $15 in total, which means $5 per engine. And who wouldn't pay $5 for this little guy right here? He runs great, pulls a lot. He's honestly quite the goob. I didn't take these out of the box because the shells are broken, but I do have two conglomerates of engines. One is a unit and one is a B unit. They're both E units like this. They're just Broadway limited import shells on Proto 2000 chassis. One is a B unit, one is an A unit. The A unit has a cracked shell because the old owner broke it or something, and then then glued it back together. Then I bought it, tried to look inside, tried to take off the shell, but accidentally broke off the broken piece of shell. So I just taped the broken piece of shell back to the rest of the shell, and now it kind of looks like shit from there, but it still runs. It's decent. And the B unit, well, it's just uneventful. The shell is still intact on the B unit. That's all that really matters. And then my latest acquisition here is a lifelike 1776 F7. The front unit here is unpowered. This one is powered. This one is powered. The only thing I don't like it is the wheels are plastic. I don't like it when the wheels are plastic. I think this rear axle may be broken, quite honestly, because this one doesn't move, but this one moves, which means something ain't right. But anyway, that's all of my engines combined. That's every single engine that I own. The only one that I didn't get to is a Central Railroad New Jersey 060. Basically a copy of that shithead right there, but with Walsher's gear. And it, for some reason, the only interesting thing behind it is it just randomly stopped running one day. Like, it was running, then it kind of shorted out then it just kind of like, the only interesting thing about it is it kind of just stopped running one day. Like, it was running on the layout, shorted out the circuit, I unplugged it, plugged it back in, tried to run it again, and it just stopped working one day. That is literally it. That is the only interesting thing about it. It has started to run for longer, but you can't run it over a certain power percentage because it'll just it'll just short out the circuit by then. But anyway, that's basically all the engines that I own. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, I guess. I don't know. Do whatever.